This freaking Pentagon press corps thing is insane. How up in arms the Pentagon press corps is about this stuff.
All of them.
It's all of them.
All of them.
Okay, and so I ask you this question, simply this. Why, oh why, would journalists be upset by having to have rules to follow inside of the Pentagon? Why, oh why, would they say that because we can't have unfettered access anymore, we're blah, 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 blah. Why? Because they know that what they've been doing for so many decades has been wrong. They've just gotten away with it. Okay, so here we go. These are some of the networks not signing. We've got 7 minutes. New York Times, go figure. Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, the Associated Press, Reuters, The Atlantic, CNN, The Guardian. Newsmax is an issue. I got a problem with Newsmax on this.
Fox News, too.
I've said it straight up. Fox News, of course they do. Freaking Jen Griffin and Fox News, of course. Clutch your pearls. Fox, look, here's the thing. Never mind, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it back.
Come on.
I'm going to hold it back.
Dance monkey. Dance monkey.
One America News, OAN, the Herring Corporation. There you go. All right, here's Pete Hegseth. I think we got Pete talking about it first. They asked Pete about it. Here's what Secretary of War has to say.
Well, I very much appreciate the question because it was interesting to watch. We had a chance to go along on the historic trip of Middle East peace, which our generation of veterans never dreamed would be possible. So you would think that the Pentagon press corps of all press corps would be front and center across the board on wanting to give credit to the president for forging this kind of peace. And instead, what they want to talk about is a policy about them, which simply says maybe the policy should look like the White House or other military installations where you have to wear a badge that identifies that you're press, or you can't just roam anywhere you want. It used to be, Mr. President, the press could go anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the Pentagon, the most classified area in the world. Or also that if they sign on to the credentialing, they're not going to try to get soldiers to break the law by giving them classified information. So it's common sense stuff, Mr. President. We're trying to make sure national security is respected, and we're proud of the policy. Okay, and so here's the thing. Pete Hegseth gave them until yesterday to sign a statement of understanding. Not we acknowledge and we agree with it, not we disagree with it. Just, do you understand the words that are coming out of our mouth? Do you understand the rights as they have been read to you today? Do you understand what we're saying? You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to love it. You don't even have to really comply with it. They're not even saying that. They're saying, do you understand what the memo says?
Yeah.
That's it. Can you, el comprehende español? Can you do that? Can you do that? No? Okay, here's what President Trump has to say about the fake news. Let's go.
Report at the Pentagon, and have you spoken to Secretary Hegseth about this?
I have, yeah. Well, he's finding, I think I can speak for him. I'll let him speak for himself, but I think he finds the press to be very disruptive in terms of world peace and maybe security for our nation. Press is very dishonest. Not you, but the press is very dishonest. You have something to say?
Well, I very much appreciate the question.
All right, and then that's the thing. And if you skip it a little bit further, I'll just read what the president says here. If you go, there you go, right here. Perfect.
Them very easily across the street. They used to be there. They would have more room. We have a beautiful, nice space. You can sit all by yourselves and have fun. Instead, you walk around the White House talking to anybody that can breathe. And, you know, but I find that when it comes to war, and now our great Department of War, we have some great people over there, I think it bothers me to have soldiers and even, you know, high-ranking generals walking around with you guys on their sleeve, asking them, because they can make a mistake, and a mistake can be tragic. They can do it innocently, too. They can, you know, and they're not press people. They don't really deal with the press, so they're not really necessarily good at it, although I think it's mostly instinctual one way or the other. You're either good at things or you're not. But I could see you being bothered by that. I mean, so you have them in an area, and you treat them fairly, but they're not allowed to go into
Much like the
somebody's office and sit with them for 10 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Common sense.
President gets it. Anyway,
It's
the
common
reason
sense.
the reason they're freaking out is because they're all corrupt little blood-sucking demons, all of them. All of them. All of them. Every single one of them knows that they've been doing in bad faith. They've been acting in bad faith. Every single one of them knows that they've been conspiring. Every single one of them knows that they've been pushing the boundaries further than they're supposed to. Every one of them knows, and they've been getting away with it for forever. Every one of them knows. Done. Done. Out of here. Bye. See you later. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Some of you probably like it. I don't know. But either way, the point is, it's over. The days of the fake news being able to do whatever they want to do is over. Turn in your badges. I don't care. That's the thing. You can talk about the Pentagon and what goes on in the Pentagon outside
You can do it from the
Pentagon.
parking lot.
You can do it from the dang parking lot.
Yeah. It's just, this is not a corporation, a Fortune 500 company. This is the Pentagon, where if a general says something that he shouldn't be saying about a location of where a boat is or troops are or a plane's going, people die. Because it's not like you guys as reporters are going to hold on to that information. No,
Right.
you're going to put it out there for the world to see.
They're going to say everything. And also,
Everything.
to your point, okay, is Amazon going to let the news just walk around in Amazon? No.
No. They're not walking around
No.
like my house. Like, no. I mean, no.
No,
It's
these
insane.
people, man, like again, like, look, there's
Entitlement, man.
There is,
Entitlement.
and again, they want you to believe. Let's go ahead and raid Vince.
Yep.
They want you to believe that like the Pentagon just sprung it on them. The Pentagon,
Yeah.
no, they've been talking to them about this forever. They've been talking about it for a long time. Every one of them knows. Every one of them. Every one of them knows. Every one of them has been a part of the negotiations, trying to figure out how to make it work better for everybody. And they're all a bunch of corrupt, dang liars.